He's too trustworthy. We can't trust him, and he's fucking tall and strong. We're voting him out. Episode 3.
Hello and welcome to the island of Survivor 46. I'm here with my cousin Kari. We just watched the brand new episode of Survivor and we both loved it. I luckily still have my team intact. I have 4 people still left. Kari has 2. Virgie has 4. And sadly, Ivatni has 1 man standing. Off the top, I want to get your opinion on the episode. How did you enjoy it?
I thought it was. Let me just take it.
Sure.
I thought it was pretty good. The only thing is that because there's obviously we have our picks, right, for the people we want to. And this episode, I was just like, why are 2 of my picks going at it? Like literally having like an argument at the beginning of the episode, which is Venus and Soda, because they're going at it. Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you guys can't be doing this. You know what I mean? But I like this episode a lot more than the others because it was like so many. Everyone was so involved. The tribe, the whole vibe was just. It was a different feel. Like for me, it was for sure. Like throughout the whole episode, and I'm happy there was. It was that excitement that like, oh my god, they almost got it. They almost got it. As opposed to the other episodes where it's like, oh, this Yanu, whatever the tribe name is, just keeps on losing, and it's just like over and over and over again. I love whenever I'm like at the edge of my seat on these episodes where I'm like yes. But yeah, I feel like I'm clocked in for sure with the season now.
So you would say you were at the edge of your seat for this episode?
I was for I want to say for the immunity challenge. Like that was like the most like intense that I felt. Were like, well, no, there was some other moments, but at the same time I was still like doubtful, like, oh my god, these people are gonna lose again. But this time it was a whole mixed bag of people, mostly male, mostly female, with the different like teams. It was crazy how they were still neck and neck, which kind of just goes to show how even it really is with like, you know, is this too much like for like a like biologically, is this too much for like a woman to, because you know male and female were just different with like what we can handle as far as like the physical aspect of lifting certain things, right? But it just shows like the endurance part is like pretty even, you know, and it shows with this one.
So were you happy with who went home?
No, I was not. I was really pissed off because that was the first time I was like getting the feel for this character, and I'm like, oh, okay, she's making a stand at the, you know, the council, tribal council, or whatever, and it's going cool. But then they just like kind of like they were already trying to get her. Honestly, I didn't even realize that was Mo until like the end of. That's why I asked you guys. I was like, is that Mo? Is that the one talking right now? Yeah.
Mo money, mo problems. Am I right?
My God. No. In all honesty, I think that's why we like to watch these episodes of you know, certain things on reality TV, be it Survivor, the challenge, you know, because it kind of allows that escapism, you know, to really just relax and kind of just decompress from your day-to-day stuff. And the fact that we get to do it with like us 3, well, 4, 5, 6, depending on who's all here. But the fact that we get to like all kind of just hang out once a week to watch it in the middle of the week of all times, you know what I mean? It's just such a nice kind of like little island to have during such a busy like week when everyone has stuff going on, you know.
That really makes me feel so happy and special because I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
I mean, even you being here with me on location, literally how you said on have the island, we're on the island.
For this. There's a bird.
If you were wanted on Big Brother, Survivor, The Challenge, or The Traitors all at the same time, which one would you choose?
God, like right now in this moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so the challenge is like a dream of mine, along with probably like thousands of other people. But physically, I don't know if I'm at that point where I'm at that chiseled point where everyone's just like taking off their shirt and jump and, being crazy. I mean, it's people. There's people all different shapes and sizes. There's nothing wrong with any shape and size. No, I'm just kidding.
Amen.
Yeah. So I would say the challenge, like 100%, I would still do it, even if like it was like right now, like you're gonna go. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking going, because everyone has like a start. Like when you see all these people on reality TV, they're always like at a certain place in their life, and then like 2, 5 years, 8 years down the line, when you look back, it's like, Jesus, it's so crazy to see you from back then, and look at where you're at now. So it's just, I think that that's why there's no better time than like this moment. I feel like if I were to be on one of these shows, I would have to go all out. I would have to be my full authentic self, unabashedly, however you say that word. I would have to really just do it, because I'm gonna feel scared if I'm like on there and I'm in it and I'm just like having this massive guard up to let like myself be known or to let people in. So I'm like, one thing I've noticed from growing up is just like your strength really does come from just being you. You know what I mean? And the right people are gonna gravitate to that. The wrong people are not. They're gonna gravitate to that, and that's okay too, because we're not meant for everybody. But I would absolutely love to apply for reality TV at any capacity. Well, not anyone, because I don't want to be on The Amazing Race.
So I do want to at least maybe just ask one more Survivor question. How are you feeling about this season of Survivor in regards to, like, who do you think could be a winner now, even if they're not on your tribe? A lot of the times Survivor is about the story. There's been a lot of talk about Edgic, where they talk about like the way that they edit the show, and how Survivor has changed the way that they edit the show, because people have studied the way that they have done it for so many years, and there's a whole math to it. Like Edgic is just the editing of it, and then like they put it into like an actual like math form, like an actual science, so they could predict who was gonna be in the final 3 just by like how many confessionals they would have. So that's why I'm always like, well, who's getting screen time? Like, who is exposed in the first?
Really a thing?
It is, and it was, because this was more of a thing up until maybe like the 30s to mid 30s, and then they started to mix it up, and then especially after the 40s, like these past seasons, they've really mixed it up, which is why I still like to talk about it. And my really long story long, my question is like, who are you feeling that is the winner? Like, whose story are we seeing that is the winner? And basically they're trying to hide that right now. So that's why I want your opinion on that.
I would say I don't know if her name is Maria on the show, but the one I said looks like my friend's wife. I can sense like a certain level of strength in her.
Aww.
Even though I'm just watching, and she's saying stuff here and there, but whenever someone's speaking, if she's smiling at what they're saying, or if she is showing that she's like genuinely interested in what they're talking about, not only is that like a really nice like maternal thing to like see, right, and like a lady to do that, but it's also, I feel like there's a lot of strength in that, because she can hear what she sees them, and I feel like that's going to hopefully carry her a long way in this series, in this season, I should say. So I'm thinking maybe her. I'm thinking Soda might come through as well. I'm rooting for her because she's one of my girls. Venus, I don't know. I don't know if she's ever going to really see the light of day on her own stubborn ways. Honestly, anyone has potential too, but just saying.
All right. Well, Thank you for recording with me. Thank you for having me over again for another
course.
great Survivor family night.
But I'm gonna go on Survivor.